Today's question, Harley, I'd like to get some tips for leaving dairy behind, having troubles with giving up the cheese, fighting some massive cravings. Got those cheesy cravings. I got rid of dairy in April 2001. I was like, hang on, I'm a grown man. I'm time to get off the titty juice. Time to stop sucking it. So I got off the dairy. Went vegan. Vegetarian for a week, went vegan. And it just made a whole lot of sense to me. I'm a grown adult and I'm still sucking tits of cows. The bovine mammary excretions. I'm 24 years old, I'm sucking cows' tits. Fucking pathetic. So it came to me like a light bulb moment. Enough's enough. Crazy. Getting off the dairy now. And I did some homework on it. And I thought, I'm a human homo sapien to drink bovine mammary excretion as a human adult or human in general. It's fucking insanity. It's not only pathetic, it's unethical, it's bad for my health, it's bordering bestiality. I'll just call it bestiality foreplay, sucking on the cow's tit. So you get the picture. And on a physiological level, the hormones in dairy we know are really toxic to the body. We've got IGF-1, insulin growth factor 1. Science proves that this is the most potent tumor growth enhancer on the planet, insulin growth factor 1. And it's just flooded in dairy. And people say, but I drink organic dairy, biodynamic dairy. Doesn't matter, man, what your dairy is coming from. If it's coming from a cow, it's full of IGF-1, insulin growth factor 1. It's not added to the milk. It's naturally occurring. So it's intrinsic to the milk, in the milk. It's just naturally occurring. So we're consuming this. And if we're consuming organic dairy or biodynamic dairy, raw dairy, whatever, we're consuming over 80, that's right, 80 active hormones. What the fuck? 80 active hormones? They didn't tell me that. Yes, 80 active hormones. Crazy, hey. 80 fucking active hormones in your dairy, organic, raw, grass-fed, doesn't matter. Daisy the cow, she's going to give you cancer. Alright, so now we've got 80 active hormones, milks for babies, cows' milks for cows, humans' milks for humans. If you're a kid, drink milk from mama. So the ethics of stealing milk from another mother that's producing milk for its baby, that's going to probably end up in some veal crate somewhere, whatever. This is unethical. But let's focus on health now, because ethics, most people don't really give a fuck about ethics. Most people don't care about animals. They have pets, pretend to be animal lovers. But in my definition, animal loving ain't shoving them in the oven. Another reason to get off the dairy, we want to know, is that dairy contains, we've got the hormones, dairy contains pus cells. Red and white blood cells, when they get oxidized, they turn to pus. Red and white blood cells, when they get oxidized, whether by light or photooxidation, they're getting turned to pus. Pus won't kill you, but drinking a glass of pus, it's like getting some teenager popping pimples in a glass and drinking it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Drinking pus on your cereal. I was talking to someone the other day and I'm like, don't you try some soy milk or something, or rice milk or almond milk or whatever, or just anything but pus in your cereal? They're like, oh, milk from a bean, that's like bean juice, crushed up beans. I'm like, yeah, man, it's pretty good. Try it sometime. There's 1,000 different varieties out there. You might find one you like, or just have fruit juice, fresh fruit even. Another paradigm. And I'm thinking, isn't bean juice, soy milk, which is beans and water, crushed, mixed together, isn't that better than having hormones and pus and dirt and blood as milk in your cereal? And the person's like, oh, I don't know about that. And I'm like, let me just reframe that again. Milk is blood, pus, hormones, and dirt naturally occurring. And then you got added pesticides, rodenticides, larvicides, fungicides, genocide, suicide, uticide added to your milk, or 80 active hormones if it's organic and raw, 80 active hormones in your raw organic dairy, grass-fed, pasteurized, raw from the pasture or whatever, you're getting scammed. on your cereal or fruit juice or soy milk? What makes more sense? And they're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, let me spell it out for you, man. And can you imagine where the story went from there? They're like, oh, I still don't know. I said, can I borrow $1,000? I'm a bit short, you know. I need to buy some new pedals for my bike. Can you give me $1,000? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I bet that person's still fucking standing out front of the fruit shop from 2 weeks ago. I walked past them. What are you up to? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Some people, I don't know. How to get off the dairy? We understand what dairy is, what it stands for, what it represents from a health perspective. When we attach more pain than pleasure to something, it's out of our life, 100%. It just goes out. When we attach more pain than pleasure, it's out of our life. When we attach more pleasure than pain, it's in our life. So if you want to get rid of the dairy, attach more pain than pleasure. I like to educate people, empower information. They can make up their own decision. They can link the pain. I'm just the messenger. So dairy, blood, pus, dirt, hormones. Bad for your health, gives you cancer, makes you fat. Raw, organic, still bad for your health. Over 80 active hormones. Get it out the fridge. Tip it on the garden. Give it to the baby cow that the mama produced it for. People talk about treating others with kindness and respect. And I'm like, hang on. How about we start with the animals, with the female cow? Instead of commodifying the bovine estrous cycle, how about we extend just a little bit of compassion and say, okay, you can have your milk for your babies. We're going to shove a meat hook through your face, your baby's face, but we'll give you some milk in the meantime. But we're like, no, give me the fucking milk, give me your body, you're fucked. Crazy situation, but hey, that's industry. You put cruelty onto one animal, you get thrown in jail. You do cruelty to 1 million animals, you're an economic hero, you're a farmer, you're a harmer. So from a nutritional standpoint, to get rid of dairy, all we need to do is just get enough calories from our favourite plant-based sources, and you don't miss it. Add something in before you take something out, then it makes, when you take something out, a lot easier, because you're going, well, I was getting 2,500 calories, I was getting 10,000 calories before, now I'm getting 2,500 or 10,000 calories now. No worries, easy. Body's like, yep, not a problem, man, keep it going. But if you try and replace something, like if you try and replace driving your car to work with walking to work, it's probably not going to be happening. But if you replace driving your car to cycling to work or catching the bus to work or 50-50, that's going to happen. So we're going to make it easy for ourselves to win. So dairy, crazy. And dairy for women, I mean, when you think of dairy, I think of breast cancer, ovarian cancer when it comes to women. Breast cancer, ovarian cancer, IGF-1, over 80 active hormones naturally occurring in your raw, organic, grass-fed dairy. Check it out. Don't believe me? Ask the scientists. Ask the scientists, ring up the dairy board in your local area and ask them, what do you guys do about bovine leukemia virus? What do you do about bovine lungworm? What do you do about the fact that you can have over 200,000 pus cells per cc of milk? 200,000 pus cells per cc of milk. I rang them up once and they're like, that's not actually true. It's 180,000 pus cells per cc of milk. And I'm like, great, I've got 20,000 less pus cells in the milk. Fantastic. I'm going to start drinking milk again. I'm saving myself 20,000 pus cells. Fucking A. So if that's not enough information for you, here's a good book from my friend Robert Cohen. Notmilk.com. Fantastic book. Milk A to Z. Let's have a look. I is for iron deficiency. R is for rheumatoid arthritis. P is for pesticides and pollution, even organic. N is for nasal congestion. M is for mad cow disease. Interesting. L is for lactose intolerance. K is for killer bacteria. X is for xanthine oxidase. V is for vitamin D deficiency. And then people say, but I can't drink cow's milk, so I have to drink soy milk, and it isn't soy milk, bird. Yeah, all the studies put out by the frickin' dairy board. Don't drink soy milk, drink cow's milk. Don't drink juice from a bean with beans and water, drink cow's milk. Bovine mammary excretion's a lot better for you. If you don't like soy milk, you don't have to have soy milk. You can have fruit juice or rice milk or oat milk or whatever, or nut milk, almond milk, whatever, man. You can get off the dairy. Bottom line, increase your carbohydrate content, get enough calories from your favourite plant food sources, get off the milk, get off the titty juice from the cow. Loving it. What about goat's milk? Do I have to go there? www.bestiality.com. Check it out. Goat's milk, cow's milk. Bestiality foreplay.